Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crowdsourced Challenge. We're at episode 30, I think, today. And first things first, let's do a bit of housekeeping, because after Sunday's stream, I need to do this. There we go. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of silage. If you missed Sunday's stream, whatever, dealt with we finished the mowing, we did the windrowing, and we started, we got most of the seeding done on field 19 as well. But today I want to actually do the silage and show you this wonderful swirl pattern that I've created on the field by circle windrowing. This is actually possibly 16 headlands, actually, now that I look at it. 15 or 16 headlands before I did the first up and down pass. So the majority of this field is a circle. Why did I windrow the majority of this field into a circle? It's very easy to tell you guys. Or a spiral, I should say. Very easy to say. It's because I will then this way know where on earth I finished with the forage wagon. It actually makes it a lot easier to run the forage wagon over the field if it's in a spiral. It's not the most efficient thing in the world, I know this, but it works. So, you know, deal with it, I guess. And you can see that it's 11:15 on Sunday night and I'm recording Tuesday's video. Why am I doing this? Because I want to take tomorrow for me, yesterday for you guys, off from Farm Sim. I don't really want to feel like I need to play the game tomorrow. And I want to do a stream in Flight Sim, so added bonus for me. Yeah, double reasoning is best reasoning. So you got what, just over a quarter of the first headland done? And I must say this spiral is one of the more spectacular things I've done on this map, because it is very pretty. Wildly inefficient, but very pretty. And it'll let me keep track of where on earth I finished I need to pick up with the forage wagon, which is great. So this grass, I am pretty much... The plan is, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do this, the plan is that it's all going to go over to the cows. I might end up bringing some over to the pigs. Just to kind of deal with the barn having a great demand again. If that were to happen, but if that were to happen, would I not be... I feel like I'd be better off bringing it all down from the... I need to I need to move the conveyor that's in there. So let's just back it up real quick. Get the conveyor turned on and get it out of I'm just gonna drive the conveyor very, very slowly out of here. Does this have a horn? Does not have a horn. So we're gonna sit here and watch the conveyor moving at 5 kilometers an hour. I'm technically not going to put it away, mainly because it goes 5 kilometers an hour. But I am going to just scoot it into this little area here. There we go. That should be out of the way enough. I do need to clean and sort the animals again, because I did fast forward time for the last episode, of course. Also, if you're having issues with the silage coming out the back of the pit, you gotta be really careful not to back up to the wall. If you back up to the wall itself, it does have a habit of breaking tip calls. And oh god, the cows have been busy. Yeah, backing up to the wall itself does have a habit of getting the tip trigger for the trailer, clipping through tip calls, and the game doesn't know what to do, so it just breaks the tip calls. Now, the end goal here is to get some sort of a forage harvester on this map. Ideally, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but that's kind of what one of my end goals is. I turn on my heater if you heard 2 clicks just there. Because I am getting cold. It is, how warm is it outside? 3 degrees and raining currently, according to my phone at least. Oh, that was at 10:43. What time? What's the weather like now? 3 degrees and cloudy. Aha! The weather forecast I gave was wrong. As it has stopped raining, apparently. So, I have seen, can I talk about this real quick? I've seen that there are some reshade presets available for FS19. I've seen 3. One was really good, but I don't think it'd be a quality of life shader to use. I think it would be, it just cause headaches for me and make it really difficult to make good videos. One was terrible, I'll put it that way. Apparently some people think that a really good shader should just be turn up the sharpness to 73 million out of 10 and that is your shader, because it just looked bad. And the other just looked really washed out, which didn't look good at all. But there's, yeah, of the 3 that I've seen, only one made the game look better. And honestly, well, arguably made the game look better. It really made everything a lot darker, so maybe some people prefer it, maybe some won't. For me, it's a bit overkill. I think it actually goes a bit too far. Looks spectacular, something good for screenshots, but not something that's really... I don't think it's something that I'd want to play the game with. It's something that I'd like to take static screenshots with. So it's not something that I would be wanting to turn on and off at random for screenshots. I'll stick with editing them in Photoshop, thanks. Spoiler, I do edit screenshots. I do tweak them a bit to make them look slightly better, because that's the thing you do with YouTube. So I'm really quite concerned about how much silage we're gonna get enough silage out of this field that we'll never really need to do silage again, but silage great demands are a thing, so very hard to tell. On the great demand note, I don't know if it's still active, is it? Yeah, there is a great demand for sunflowers at the moment, which is completely useless to me, as I have no sunflowers and have no real intention on growing them on this map. By the way, field 19 is being seeded in corn currently. And I think I've got growth stopped at the moment, just to allow me to do some work. Because I don't want field 18 growing without being fully fertilized, which it's not. And I need to consider whether or not I want to rent a tractor that can have care wheels, because neither of the 2 that I currently have actually can attach care wheels. The other option, of course, being just deal with it and get tram lines, which is, you know, something that I could definitely do. But I tend to be bad with making tram lines, so I'm not entirely sure if that's something I'm willing to do right now. Then again, I do have 66,000 liters of canola in storage, so... and the reason we're doing corn on field 18, by the way, isn't due to the price, which is meh. It's just to feed it to the pigs, effectively. Because the pigs want corn. Also, variety. It's nice to have a bit of variety in things what I am doing on the map. Because I tend to not do corn all that much. I tend to go with just the generic grains that you can do with a standard header, a grain header. So corn always... I always feel like I overlook it. And Massey's. I always overlook Massey Ferguson as just a brand. I just rarely use it. So there are two things that I want to try and address on the map. Don't know how I'm going to address the Massey issue when I'm constantly low on funds. Which reminds me I need to update the Google Doc. As soon as I'm finished recording this, because I am behind on the rules. I need to make a second Google Doc that's private, that just lets me keep track of the rules as they're happening, and then try and figure out a way of updating the main one when a rule actually comes into force. Because you would have seen during Sunday's stream I was talking about, oh, I've spun the wheel, I know what the next rule is, but it's not actually in force yet. Because I only count wheel spins as being in force once the actual episode hosting them goes live. So if I stream after recording a wheel spin, that wheel spin doesn't exist yet. It's already happened, but it doesn't exist. That's the way that I'm playing the rules here. Because I kind of feel like if I played with the rules after doing a wheel spin before the video goes live, then it kind of spoils the video in a way. And I know that I do the wheel spins at the start and I introduce the new rule at the start, but it kind of feels like it feels to me like it'll be a spoiler and kind of detract from the video a small bit. Which is why I do things the way that I do. You can disagree, but I don't know if I'd be willing to change that, quite honestly. Because I really think that the spin the wheel, make the deal bit of this series is quite a large element of it. And quite a large element of every second episode is what new hell awaits Dave today. I've also just noticed there is a hole in the top of this shed. That's an interesting little detail that I've only just spotted. This is the point where you can really back up the trailer to the wall, by the way. So once you start getting a nice little pile that you can jump on top of, it doesn't really break the calls as much. Hang on, something's moving. What's moving? What's the worrying about? Oh, it's the... I don't see why you would ever want your forage wagon to be at this sort of angle. This sort of angle makes sense. Will it pick up grass if it's at this angle? Welcome to another one of Dave's random, pointless experiments. Where today we find out if a forage wagon will pick up grass at this weird wonky angle. I'm thinking no, but you never really know with the way farm sim can work sometimes. Is it going to pick up grass? What? What? How is this able to pick up grass? That makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, granted, it is missing bits. Oh, it's actually not able to pick up grass. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I have no idea how it picked up almost 2,000 litres, though. I think it got confused for a second and then realised, oh, hang on, wait, I'm way too high. Let's wait until he's lowered the entire mixer wagon, or the entire forage wagon slightly, so that it actually makes sense. Bright side of the weird circle swathing that I did is I am actually able to pick up absolutely everything that is/was on the field, including the hay, which is magically moistening and turning to grass again. I don't understand that. Somebody did point out, by the way, in the Broken Mixer episode, I think it was, one of the episodes that went live recently, that the reason you have to feed cows grass in Farm Sim is because they're all in the one meadow and it's a zero graze system. That makes sense. I can deal with that. Doesn't explain the sheep. but I can deal with that logic behind the cows. Speaking of the cows, I did mean to give them a forage wagon full of grass, didn't I? Let's do that right now. Say that right meow, because the cows do require, as I go the entire way through this, yeah, the cows do require grass and TMR, which is part of the reason I'm making silage. Here goes the fighter jet. I still don't know what exactly it is. I think it might be an F-14. In before I'm wrong and somebody like corrects me in the comments. It's not a Eurofighter, that much I do know. Because the Eurofighters are bizarre, weird things that technically shouldn't fly. If the fly-by-wire breaks on a Eurofighter, whoever's flying it is completely screwed. So let's give the cows some grass. This is totally how you do it in real life. You just bring the forage wagon into the shed and be like, cows, I have much grass for you. Oh god, they're gonna need more than one trailer load, aren't they? How much has that filled them up? They're still in the red. Oh my god, they're gonna need like 5 trailers of grass. This is going to be an excessive amount of grass. This is too much grass. All of the grass is going to the cows now. Until the cows have decided they have been grassed out, they will be getting all of the grass. Also, I need to deal with the manure situation, which I will do with the silage bucket because it can hold more. Which is a good logic for anything. I'm going to use the bucket that can hold the most to do the thing that's going to be really quite annoying and faffery. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, where did I stop last time around? I remember coming up here. This is the problem with the circle mows. I can't just pick a line and go with it. It's up at the top, isn't it? I want to say it's up around the... No, it should be over the other... I've managed to get lost in my own field. Is it down along the bottom No. That's all windrowed. Or picked up. There it is. Episode 6. Dave finally figures out where the end of the windrow is. I need to like take mental note of where I actually finish. I think, because yeah, that was slightly very embarrassing. This is gonna take a while to pick all the grass out of, isn't it? I mean, it's better than doing hay, because I don't need to worry about picking up any bales. He says, passing a bale. I don't need to worry about baling, stacking, anything. It's just pick up grass, give to cows, pick up grass, give to cows, give up grass. Cows are full, okay. Let's move on. Pick up grass, put in bunker. Pick up grass, put in bunker. Pick up grass, put in bunker. It's a nice system. Quite not great, but it's a nice system. Oh, this one's going to be nice because it's going to be like right over here that will fill up, so I won't need to run around and double check where on earth the end of the windrow is anymore. So, see, look, I'll be able to see that when I go into the field because it's right there. And the entrance to the field is there. That's convenient, game. Thank you. The funny thing is, each quote-unquote headland, each loop is going to get smaller and smaller, so we'll be able to make it further around. There's going to be a point where just one entire loop is a fill of this trailer. And I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be. Because that was about, I want to say, half a loop. And we started off on just over a quarter, so... Yeah, we're doing well. I'm going to reverse into the shed this time, just to be different. We do still have the small mower. I could get rid of the small mower, you know. I know that I said I like keeping it, but at the same time, it's just kind of sat there doing nothing. It's probably going to be sat there doing nothing for the majority of this, so... Hang on a second. How have I gone up to... Oh, it's for... the fill level of this is 23,000, not 21,000. I was getting confused. I somehow thought the fill level of this was like 13,000 or something like that. I got really confused there for a second. On the bright side, I've deconfused myself. I have recombobulated. I'm sure there's somebody, by the way, who is absolutely delighted at the fact I'm doing silage at long last. Because it's been a while. I only did silage briefly at the start of this series. Also that I'm actually finally giving the grass some cows. That was backwards. Giving the cows some grass. Did that one make... Yeah, that one made sense. That one made sense. Giving the grass some cows. Grass, I have a lovely treat for you today. Here are some cows. They're about to eat you. I don't see how the grass would be very happy with me doing that. I think the grass would be rather offended at me giving it some cows. I think the grass would actually be very offended at me giving it some cows. Grass, I brought you some new friends. They're cows. What do cows eat? Grass. Well, what else do cows do? Poop on grass. You hate me, don't you, Dave? Yes, I do, grass. Also, this mixer wagon, or the forage wagon's only at 20% wear, but it's already filthy. I need to get it. It's just occurred to me. I need to get at some point the power washer, because I have none. And I've not really been bothered by it so far, but I feel like somebody is going to start complaining soon about all of my equipment being very dirty. Like, that's just something that I feel is imminent. Down to the cows again we go. I think we've been now and given the cows the same amount of grass that is actually in the silage pit. I feel like it seems to me like giants have definitely rebalanced. Oh, good lord. They've definitely rebalanced animals. Because they never took 81,000 litres of anything before. I know they've changed the fill or the feed levels up to 10 days worth, but that is still silly. That is a silly amount of food to be giving them. That's 69,000 litres of grass. Yeah. The rest of this is going into the silage pit because the cows have excessive amounts of grass now. I'm starting to get tempted to purchase a hay mabob. What the hell do they call it? I know what I'm thinking of, I just can't remember what it's called. Hayloft. That's what it's called, Dave. It's called a hayloft. For some reason I wanted to call it a hay bunker. I wanted to call it a hay bunker, but I knew that was incorrect. I knew it wasn't a hay bunker, but why I forgot the word loft is beyond me. I do like doing forage wagon silage because it's just easy. Like, there's no faffery involved. Just drive to field, start collecting. Drive to, unload. Drive to field, start collecting, unload. Drive to field, collect, unload. Field, collect, unload. Field, collect, unload. It's a nice system. By the way, we can now actually, if I want to, for 100% sell the John Deere, because just before this episode started, off camera, I did repair it up. Because it was getting a bit run down. I also refueled it. So, people... Oh no, the next Farm Sim stream is actually going to be today, isn't it? Yay! I was going to say, people watching Monday's stream know Dave. Monday's stream is planned to be Flight Sim. Because Monday's stream is going to be Dave gets to chillax and fly somewhere stream. And yes, that does mean potentially 2 Flight Sim streams in a week. Or 2 Flight Sim streams this week. I'm fine with this. I do 5 Farm Sim streams. I see no reason why I can't do 2 Flight Sim streams to chill out. I see genuinely no problem with this. Because I really enjoy Flight Sim. Just as much as I enjoy Farm Sim. Just more at times, because it's just relaxing. And you'll know if there's going to be 2 Flight Sim streams this week if I streamed Flight Sim yesterday. Because by the time I've gone to the... Oh, well, the cows are getting more grass. That was unintentional, but the cows are getting even more grass, because clearly they did not have enough before. Also, the pigs need feeding again. Good. The cows have finally decided they have enough grass. At a fill level of 87,500 litres. The cows have decided, whoa, what are you doing? That is enough grass now, thank you. Meanwhile, in the silage pit, because I'm curious now, how much is in here? 69,000. The cows literally have more grass than the silage pit. I mean, that's going to change quickly, but that's still kind of silly. And by kind of silly, I mean quite insane. There is a part of me, I'm not going to lie, that actually wants to just make a giant pile of grass somewhere on the map. To deal with the cows. But I feel like that would be silly. But on that note, I've just had a look at the time, and we are out of time for today. I will leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 19, the crowdsourced challenge on Marwell Manor Farm. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, double check that you actually are. Because I have been noticing YouTube eating subscribers again. Recently. And if you are subscribed and you want to get notifications, or you're not subscribed and you just subscribe and you want to get notifications, do hit the bell, and do feel free to join the Discord as well. The Discord is free, just join it and you get to chill out and watch me go mental occasionally, and listen to me complain about I always wake up late. Why do I always wake up late? I am a fool. I am a fool. And then go crazy about sausages. Yeah. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.